This is the Detroit Sports Podcast Network.
I'm just really pleased. You know, when we went through that struggle, everybody that covers us and was around for a long time knew my frustration with us offensively. And now we've battled, we've made some tweaks and done some things, but we've gone 89 on the road at Detroit. After that Cleveland State fiasco where we won 53-51, which I don't know in my 33 years if we ever won a game 53-51. We went 89 at Detroit, we went 82 against Valpo, and then we put up 87 today. And that's 87 with the first 7-8 minutes of that game wide open layups and dunks and missing. And so I'm really pleased that the kids seem to have that swagger back, that belief in themselves. Well, if something goes wrong, when we were in that period that things weren't going well, we really, it got to us. And you know what, I had a lot to say during that time. It's just great to see that we're back, we can deflect, adversity, and we can play and feel good about ourselves. And we believe that we're a really good team. We're 21-7. We probably could be 24 and whatever, but maybe we wouldn't be as good as we can be if we were. Maybe it all works in strange ways. Those 3 free throws, I'll still go over that again, that changed the whole season. Maybe they're the things that just, sometimes you need those things. Especially one thing I don't think we've gotten credit for is that there's 350 teams in this country, 351 I think, and we're the 241st in experience. They have that stat of experience, how many minutes everybody on your team's playing, and we're 241 in experience. We have 1 senior, we start 2 freshmen. And so we have high expectations always at Oakland, and we really have them for this team. But sometimes you got to understand that Isaiah Brock's never been through anything like this before. He got chipped in the eye today, and I thought that that somebody was going to yell for a medic or something. He's got to learn that we play through that stuff and toughness and that, and the kids are learning that, and I feel really good about it. And then the last thing in this longest opening statement ever is we've been in Division I now. I think this is our 18th year as a full-fledged Division I team. And Scott, Mickey, you can tell me if I'm wrong or not. This is our 6th 20-win season. I'm really proud of that. We now have 11 wins in league play, and in the last 11 years, this is the 10th season that we've had 10 or more wins in league play. There aren't 30 teams in this country that can say that. I knew what the number was, but I can't remember, but it's like 23 or some number like that. The only year that we didn't have the 10 wins was Felder's freshman year, our first year in the Horizon. And, they talk about Izzo's team this year and all the injuries, but if you go back to that year, we lost 4 of our top 8 before we ever played a game for the season, including Jalen Hayes and Nick Daniels, and those are 2 pretty good players. And so that year, our first year in the Horizon League, we lost. We were only playing with 7 scholarship players, and I think we only won 7 league games that year. But every other year for the last 11 years, we've now won double-figure league games, and I'm really proud of that. So, all right, that's the longest ever. I'll answer questions.
Was there a concerted effort today, Greg, to take the ball to the basket? It just seemed like you guys real aggressive to do that today.
That's what, that's how you get out of firing up threes when you're not shooting threes well, as you get to the rim, and then you always get the 3 on the kick-out pass, and those are the easy threes to make. And so there's been a concerted effort since the Cleveland State game, that I want the ball to the front of the rim. We did a great job Friday night against Valpo of that. And they have 2 7-footers, and we still took it right into the midst of there and scored. Tonight we took it there and missed, but we continued to take it there, and it eventually started going in. I thought Nick Daniels late in that game had 2 or 3, drives where he curled and went right to the rim. So, yeah, I'm very pleased with that.
Greg, as the season has progressed, how are you feeling about your bench play tonight, contributing 30 points?
Well, I thought we were really, really tired 5 minutes into the game. And, we've got 5 games in 10 days. I substituted a lot. If you'll remember, Cumberland made a huge 3 Friday night. I thought all 11 guys that played today, I thought played very well. The problem sometimes, though, when you play deep into your bench is this time of the year you're making a couple mistakes. We had a couple players make a couple defensive errors because they haven't played that much. And that's always the tentativeness this late in the year playing your bench, because you got to win. February's the time you got to win so that when March comes, you're in position to do something. So I thought our bench played really good, though defensively we made a couple big errors that late in the half, instead of a 12-point lead, we got a 4-point lead, those types of things.
Coach, what do you think of Stevie Clark coming back after that long time off?
I told him after the game I was very pleased. I thought he played very under control. I don't think he forced things. The shot he had looked halfway in and came out, was a good shot, one he should have taken. He got to the rim for a layup with the broken hand, with the left hand. The one thing that I worry about with him and why I'm going to be tentative and slow with him is because he puts that ball in his left hand all the time. A lot of point guards are right-hand dominant or left-hand dominant, and even though he's a right-handed kid, he's left-handed dominant with the ball, and that's the broken thumb. It doesn't bother him on the shooting, but it really, so I have no idea how many minutes he played, but I thought he played really well. He has to come out. I probably would have played him more. He has to come out, and then the way the game was, I didn't go back to him. He has to come out because he was tired.
Coach, I was talking to them. I mean, maybe it's subconscious, but the free throw shooting, it's continued to tick back up during this streak too. Is that just a...
Oh, well. If you go back to the day we lost to Detroit, walking into that game, we were 14-3. We were 35% from the three, and we were 46% from the floor, and we were, I think, 8th in the country in free throw percentage. And then we went through that 1-4 thing and the Milwaukee and all that, and we shot 19% from the three, 33 or 4 from the floor, and we dumped all the way down into the 60s from the free throw line. That means one thing. It's in your head. And now we got it back. We're confident. We feel good about ourselves. And, we won the game at the free throw line tonight. They actually had more field goals than we had. The other thing I think that I'm really happy with tonight is we're one of the top teams in the country in three-point field goal defense. We've run people off the line all year. Nobody's made threes against us. And tonight, somebody did. 12 of 26. And a team that's not really known for shooting. And we handled it. We made adjustments. We played more zone tonight than we've played. We did a lot of different things, and our kids handled it, and I'm very pleased. We had a team light it up, and we still had a double-digit win. So it looked bad on a couple times with the shots they're making, but there were 79 possessions in the game, and they had 75 points. And if you can hold a team to .91 or whatever that is, you're going to always win unless you're just really bad on offense. So we had a great defensive effort on a night it might not have looked like it because they made some shots. Okay? Thank you.